Hello and welcome. Today I'm super excited to show you how to make the best buñuelos you're gonna have and that you're gonna make. Let me tell you why. Have you ever had a buñuelo that just tastes like it absorbed all the oil and there's no crispy layer? There's just nothing there but a lot of oil and dough? Well, that's not gonna happen here. I'm not gonna let that happen to you this holiday season. So if you're interested in making a delicious buñuelo and an amazing syrup to go with it, come join me so that we can have some fun. To your all-purpose flour, you're gonna add, do you guys know what this is? Don't laugh at me now. I'll laugh. It's baking powder. You're gonna add your baking powder, your salt. Let's mix that around with our hand. If you're looking for amounts, make sure to look in the description area. You can find a lot of friendly things there.
Like an autographed poster if he's on the road?
No, but you can find my link to my Instagram. You can have the link to the Amazon storefront and a few other recipes and recommendations on how you should search for recipes on YouTube, because you know they get lost, but I've done a lot. The fun part of the buñuelos is that if you know how to make some bomb tortillas, your buñuelos are just magic. It's the easiest thing. It's complicated for some people, but
Is that what you've been telling us to practice making our tortillas?
I've been telling you guys this all year. I have a dozen of tortillas to break it down for you, and it's pretty easy. You know, once you channel your ancestors, you're gonna notice that their spirit guides you to make your wonderful tortillas. So all we're doing is we're blending all the shortening into our flour. Just incorporating, make sure that we get a good balance in here. I'll take my time with this part because I enjoy it.
What are you looking for, like a crumbly or just all the shortening to dissolve in there? Or?
Yes, to blend in with our flour. Sometimes I press it like this, squeeze.
The shortening can be room temperature, right? It doesn't have to be cold?
No, it doesn't have to be cold. It's not a pastry we're trying to make, so it can just be regular. You can use the butter or you can use the regular vegetable one. And by butter shortening, I think I'm using Crisco. I made it with both, with the butter flavor and without, and they're both great. Buy the one that's on sale. Especially if you have to make a lot, you know? All right, it's nice and soft. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Just go in there and make sure you blended all of it. All right, now it's time.
It is time.
It is time to add our water. I always recommend you take it easy. Add half of the amount as I mentioned in the description, and then add gradually. Okay.
Is that hot water or room
This is just warm water.
Okay.
If you can handle hot water in here, go for it. But you'll notice that when you make tortillas or things like this, you want warm water, because if you use a lot of hot water and then you go and wash your hands, that's how you end up with arthritis and all your fingers that start changing. Like if you notice, like in our culture, we have a lot of las doñas, like the older ladies that cook. Their hands are like just, you know, with a lot of arthritis bumps. So that's where I learned it from.
Help your elders make the holiday food this season.
You guys really need to help out.
Yes.
Don't just sit there and enjoy it. Help.
You can also help clean. That's a good way
That's the best. You know, like, yeah, if you don't like to cook and you're not interested, at least help, you know, get the dishes. Put them over by the sink, put them away, wipe the counters.
Bring your grandma some fresh flowers, a nice little gift.
Yeah. Tell them how delicious their food is. Make sure you tell them nobody makes it better than them. That motivates you to do a lot better. I think I'm going to need just a tad bit more water, so hold on just a second while I get that, okay?
Okay.
I have half a cup, but I'm only going to add a little bit at a time, which is like a fourth. Okay, so now I'm ready to put it on my counter and we're gonna start mixing it up, okay?
Okay, little mix.
Let me add some flour. How serious does my face look right now?
No, I'm gonna capture it when it's serious. I already know when it starts.
All right, friends, it's huffing and puffing time, okay? Let me get a little bit of this off. And let's begin, okay? Let's begin kneading. If you need more details on how to knead and do this part for your dough, I'd highly recommend you guys watching a few of my tortilla videos. Each video has a lot of details in it, and my goal is to make you guys successful, okay? That's it.
Let's get that serious.
Yeah, I'm already there because, you know,
she's in the zone. I can ask her anything right now, and all she could think about is buñuelos.
Yes, I actually love our family's recipe for buñuelos because you guys know I'm particular. So whenever I'd go to a tia's house and they would have them overly sweet, and the syrup is all the sweetness you really need.
Oh, you mean they put a lot of sweetness and junk in the dough?
They get really creative, and I guess when it's like a holiday recipe, I like mostly traditional stuff. I will deviate, but I like a traditional style, you know? But I also do love when you make it comfortable for your home.
Really?
Yeah. I know that there's a right way for my family, but you make the right way for your family. You guys see how sticky that is? When we're done with it, it won't be.
Okay. Sass.
Quizás. Since Robert knows about like working out and stuff, he looks like, you got a little definition in your arm, me dijo. Oh, so.
Boy, from me making food.
Dame mi este para tomar.
Échale, mija.
That's so good.
What are you drinking? Water?
No, it's apple cider. Ooh, you guys heard me huffing and puffing.
You're under a lot of stress. What a great way to relieve it.
Yeah.
Oh, a piece of masa just flew in my eye. That was awesome.
You're such a sicko clown.
I'm only sad it wasn't sweetened or seasoned.
Hey, don't start shaking.
I would have dodged it and put it in my mouth.
You guys hear her shading me right now?
What?
That it's not sweet. You don't need this masa sweet, girl.
I don't want it sweet. I was talking about like a finished product in my mouth.
Oh, okay. You want it with the syrup and everything.
Yes. We're gonna play a circus game. You know when you toss like things.
Girl.
Until the clown. I'm gonna have that clown mouth, and you're just gonna be tossing the buñuelos in my mouth.
I can barely catch my breath. You want me to be a clown for you?
No, I'm gonna be the clown. You're gonna toss them in my mouth.
What exactly am I tossing in your mouth? Girl?
Buñuelos.
Oh, okay.
What are we making today?
I don't know. I'm in the zone. Like
what the heck?
I'm in the zone here cooking.
I just wanted to prove to everyone that you ignore me when you're kneading.
Well, at least I'm not needy during these times.
She can be needy.
Way too darn needy.
Tell me how good it feels to be needed.
It does feel good to be needed, doesn't it? Woo!
¿Quién es? Uy.
Yo estaba bailando. ¿Quién llegó? Alright, let's find out, mija. I'm gonna add a little bit of the flour just so that this sticking to the granite stops a bit. Notice how if I'm adding flour, I'm not adding like a whole bunch. Just tapping my hands in there.
We sound like the fishes in Finding Nemo.
Yeah. All right, let's finish it up now, guys. It's time. Oh, it's nice and bouncy and soft now. Woo! You guys like that?
Yes.
Okay, friends. Woo! Ta-da! The kneading time should be, if you're doing it by hand, about 10 minutes, but you gotta go to town on it and take breaks periodically. It's important to get through it. So now that we have that nice soft dough, we're gonna let it rest, okay?
Next, put the shortening in your hands, mix it up, and make sure that you cover up your dough and let it rest for 30 minutes. Hey guys, it's Cloud Steps Out of Breath.
Thanks for having my back, Cloud. All right, so I'm just gonna cover this with a bowl, just like that. And I'll see you guys. 30 to 35 minutes is a good amount of time to let this particular recipe and the dough for this recipe rest. I'm out of whack right now. Let me wash my hands. Hot water in like 2 minutes every time. To your hot water, you're gonna add your piloncillo. It's evaporated cane juice. That's what that is. You're gonna add your cinnamon. You can use 1 stick, but if you really love cinnamon like I do, you can add 2.
Yes.
It's gonna be up to you. If you want a sweeter syrup, you can add 2 whole piloncillos, but watch out, your teeth are gonna fall out.
Add those crumbles in there.
These crumbles.
It makes a difference.
Sure does. Next, we're gonna add our cloves. Look at how pretty they look. Not garlic cloves. Don't get started with me today, guys. Don't do it. And I'm adding the peel of 2 oranges. This recipe is good if you guys have your own little stand, whatever you're doing to sell. This is a really good syrup to sell. I'm going to place my lid on my pot and I'm going to leave a nice little crack right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to continue to boil on a medium heat for about 25 to 30 minutes, okay? I'm going to come in and stir this periodically just to make sure nothing boils over. If it's too hot and you see it just dissipating quickly, lower your temperature. That's all you got to do. Yeah? All right, let's get back to our buñuelos. It's been 30 minutes. Look at how soft that is. Look at that. Perfect for sweets, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and start dividing my dough into 75 grams.
Oh,
Almost.
oh,
Oh. Yeah. Ooh. Friends, if you're interested in one of these little scales, you can find it in our Amazon storefront. Oh yeah.
Because I've taken the love and attention to link all the products. But if you find them cheaper somewhere else, go for it.
Yes. The other thing is that if you have a scale, you want exact measurements, that's what you do. But if you don't have a scale, don't feel bad. Let me show you. You're going to go once here and squeeze it. Squeeze it again. Come through. Get a good little ball. It's going to depend on the size of your hands. Okay? But look at how soft. Like when I need my dough, you see those little bubbles? Yeah. I think for this particular recipe I do have, or tortillas in general, I have a good hand for them.
Mm-hmm.
Or bread, baking things, I guess.
Yes, you do. I know, right? When you ask everyone, what do you guys want? What do you want me to make for the holidays? Everybody's always asking you for bread out of all things.
Yeah, bread. Canijos. Like the sweet breads. Good breads. All right, I'm going to continue dividing all of these into little balls and hang tight for our next step. So that they don't dry out. It's kind of like the tortillas. Get a little bit of your shortening. Roll them up. Nice and smooth. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Same for the other one. Nice little balls. Set them over here to the side. Then continue. So I'm going to continue doing this until we're ready for our next step, okay, friends? Don't fall asleep on me. And skippers, I don't know why you're skipping if you need to learn how to make this for your family. Stop playing.
They're going to say stop talking.
I know. They're going to be
Touche.
like, you know what? We understand each other. It's okay.
Skip away, my lady.
Who was it? Arthur admitted to being a skipper?
Hey, Arthur has to entertain. He's got things to do.
Yeah.
He doesn't have time for this.
I know. That's why I love Arthur. I love the honesty. We're friends. Okay, friends. We're set. So what you want to do next is you want to cover this. Make sure that they don't dry out. And we're going to leave them setting for 20 minutes before we can do our next step. Okay? So I'll see you in 20 minutes. Friends, if you notice, all piloncillo is not created equal. You're going to get a lighter one. You'll get one that's slightly dark. And then there's one missing here that's really dark. If you have the opportunity to pick the one that's really dark. It's going to be about this size. That's the one you want to use for this, but I haven't been able to find it. So because of that, the flavor in this syrup is not as sweet as I needed, so we're going to add another one. So if you notice that your syrup looks a little bit like this, and it's not as sweet as you need it, you're going to need to add another piloncillo. The other thing I want to say to you is that if you don't have the dark piloncillo, the flavor in here with your clove might be too potent. So if you've never made this before, start off with 3 cloves, and then, you know, after it boils about 15 minutes, come and taste it. If you need a little more flavor, go ahead and add 1 or 2 more, and then go from there. But take it easy, because the piloncillo is what's going to make a huge difference in the flavor for your syrup. Okay?
You're not making medicine, so take it easy on the cloves.
Take it easy. But I'm so used to the ones that my mom brings from Mexico that are like really, really dark. Yes. And those have so much flavor. But these are the ones I can get a hold of for this holiday season. So I'm going to be grateful and continue and work with what I have going on.
You have something on your apron.
I have lots of things on my apron. I've been doing things. I got started on a few because, you know, I wanted to make sure my family gets a treat. When you start smelling the syrup in the house, you got to get it started. You want to get your dough ball, and you want to press it in with these 3 fingers. Press it in, turn it over, and press it in. Yeah. Dust it off. You want to grab your sides. Pinch evenly and gently all the way around. Okay. Press it down gently. Now we're going to begin. You don't want to press too hard with your rolling pin. Just be very gentle. And you're going to stretch it out as long as you want it to be. You see that? Mm-hmm. And this will shrink just slightly, so it'll probably end up like that. Okay? I don't know if that made sense to you guys.
It did.
Now let's continue. So once you start off with making that eye shape.
A huarache?
A huarache. Una chancla.
Don't look like you guys don't know what a chancla is.
Girl, I've always been barefooted for everything, okay?
I'm saying that flying chancla that our mom used to throw.
Oh, I didn't want to go there, but yes, you guys know what the chancla is.
From the kitchen all the way to the front door.
Raj, baby!
Sounds like Raja needs the chancla. Just kidding, Raj. Just kidding.
Hold on a second, guys. What do you need? You need mama's attention? Oh no, you're not getting a buñuelo, son. You're not. Mother of a puppy.
Go on, long boy.
All right, so that looks pretty good, right?
That looks good to me.
Now you guys ready to go and prepare it?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Friends, we're gonna check our oil to see if it's ready for frying. You wanna pick a wooden spoon, a wooden chopstick, never metal. Dip it in. And if you get the boiling around, that means that we're ready to fry. Okay. To your hot pan, you're gonna place your buñuelo. Okay? 1, 2, 3, flip. 1, 2, 3, going in the oil.
I'm a good 10 feet away, guys. Don't worry about my safety.
You want to make sure that your oil is nice and hot or else it will not fry. We're looking for a nice golden color, just a little longer. You'll see those little spots. Or it just depends on how you lay the buñuelo down. And you'll get a different cook in different areas, but I think that's what makes it pretty, you know?
Yes, all the bubbles.
Bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum for you.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
I love bubble gum.
Yep. All right, well, it's ready to come out.
Sweet. Nice job, sis.
So let all the oil drip because the oil gets absorbed in the bubbles, but it'll come out. But you're gonna see with these buñuelos, you don't get any of the overly oily. Wow, Raja, you're very vocal today, babe. All right. One of the reasons your buñuelos are not going to be soaked with oil is because we seared them. Those 3 seconds on a medium hot pan, you're going to see the difference. So on your end, if you've never made them, try it. Try just putting one in and then try the texture for the other one. And at the end of the day, you have to do what you're comfortable with and make it comfortable for your home. But for our family, we do the 3-second rule and then prop them right in.
Not 3-second rule, like as it falls on the floor and you eat it.
No, ma'am. No. No, let's continue. Lay it down. 1, 2, 3, flip. 1, 2, 3, fry. I'm gonna lift it a little bit so that little center part gets a little frying. And you don't want to keep them here too long. It doesn't take that long to fry them, especially if your oil temperature is right where it needs to be. I think a good 400 is a good temperature for your buñuelos. Because you don't want them to be soaked in the oil for too long. That's the whole point. So you can already see from when we put the first one to this one, the oil's gotten hot enough and where we need it. You see that? Lovely. Fluffy, light, crispy, and not soggy with oil.
Because you want it to be, you want the syrup to like suck in all the flavor with the buñuelo, right? Not
yeah,
like
when it's soaked, it's supposed to be soaked in the syrup.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like your buñuelos with cinnamon sugar, right when you take them out of the oil, that's when you got to get the coating of your cinnamon or sugar or whatever you want to coat it with.
But we like the cinnamon in the syrup.
Yes. We're more of the syrup folks, so that's how quick and easy it is. Drop that oil because it's hot. And the thing is, you don't want to serve this to the kids right after you do this because that oil will burn their little mouth, okay? Or anybody that you love. Or dislike, don't do that. It's way too hot, friends.
Be nice. This is serious. This is very serious.
Yes, I get serious. I just want you guys to be successful with your recipes, you know?
Thank you for that.
Yeah, I mean, I know what it's like when someone doesn't teach you a recipe or they BS your recipe, and then you get stuck trying to show something to your family and you're like, I can't. No. Because not only does it not look good, it doesn't taste good, so.
You guys are going to shine this holiday season.
So if you guys like my style of cooking, my way of seasoning things, and, you know, I should say, not mine, it's my ancestral way of cooking, you guys are going to love this one. Please be very careful. I don't want you guys getting hurt. I love you too much.
My feelings are going to get hurt if I don't get one of these soon.
You're going to. My feelings will get hurt if you guys get hurt, so.
Aww.
And you know, I don't shine if you don't shine. I mean that.
Someone wanted to know if your zodiac sign is a Cancer. Any words of wisdom you want to give that person?
That's right.
Oh, well,
we're strong but crybabies. That's a good thing.
I think they guessed it when I was singing to you and you almost cried.
Don't start right now, Cloud.
I have a talent. I can make her cry in 2 seconds.
She really can. You and my babies.
I won't do it though.
Oh my goodness. This looks like a little bouncy castle. It's so soft.
Girl, don't bounce it while I'm here with the camera.
See, it just depends on how you lay it into the oil. If there's an air bubble, you'll miss a few pieces there. So just take your time, but you don't want to be too perfect either because then you're going to burn yourself. So, as my mom says, lo perfecto es inhumano.
I think it was her way of helping us not to be perfectionists.
Yeah. There's always learning opportunities everywhere. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Might not be the way we want to learn them, but we learn them. So, make sure you get all the oil. We're set. I'm going to continue.
This is what happens when you're friends with the camera lady. I show you different angles.
So our syrup is all done and ready. Looks magical, right? So good. I know you guys are going to love it.
Careful, it's hot.
Do you guys notice how this shiny oil is not all over your buñuelo? That's how you know you made a really good buñuelo, friends. That's what we have going on. I'm going to taste this like my grandmother, my great-grandmother used to. So what she would do is, she'd break a little piece. She'd have her tacita, her little cup with syrup. She would dip it in here.
You know she got a splash of some good stuff in there too.
Yeah, she did. ¿Qué usaba?
She lived to be 102. She had a nightcap every single day.
She did. So that's why you have this. You can dip it here or you can pour it all over, but when you're serving it for kids, not everybody has such a big plate, so you just want to crack it into a few pieces. Like this. And then you would pour the syrup over it, because let's be honest, if you give everybody a cup of syrup, you're going to end up with only giving syrup to maybe 5 people.
Unless you make a lot.
Well, you double your portion. That's so good. It has a perfect amount of sweetness. It's a buñuelo. I hope you guys love this recipe as much as I do.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye!